Sumerian King List, Part B. What is this mysterious document? The Sumerian King List is more than just an ancient text. It's a timeline of rulers, stretching back to what the Sumerians believed was the beginning of civilization itself. Written in Sumerian cuneiform, the earliest copies date back to around 2000 BCE, but the events it records go even further, to at least 2900 BCE, and possibly earlier. It documents how kingship passed from one city-state to another, showing the shifting centers of power in ancient Mesopotamia. But the most fascinating aspect of the King List is that it mixes myth with history. The first rulers, those who reigned before the Great Flood, are said to have ruled for tens of thousands of years. Then, after the flood, reigns suddenly become shorter, resembling what we'd expect for actual human lifespans. The text also makes a bold claim: kingship was lowered from heaven. To the Sumerians, kings weren't just rulers, they were chosen by divine forces. This idea of kingship descending from the gods is something we see in many ancient cultures, including Egypt and China. But was the Sumerian King List purely a political tool, meant to legitimize later rulers? Or was it based on something older, perhaps an oral tradition that preserved real history in an exaggerated form? Interestingly, multiple versions of the King List have been found at different archaeological sites, including Nippur, and Larsa. The most complete version is the Weld Blundell Prism, discovered in Kish in the 1920s. This four-sided clay tablet is now housed in the Ashmolean Museum in Oxford, England. But here's the big question. Why do the reign lengths before the flood seem so impossible? Were they just symbolic, or could they represent something deeper, like lost astronomical cycles or hidden meanings? In Part C, we'll break down the strangest aspect of the Sumerian King List, why some kings ruled for thousands of years, and what that could really mean.